All right, everybody, welcome back, baby. Welcome back to the real news, not that fake news. It's October 15th. It's a Tuesday. What are we, like 30 days away or something? It's right around the corner. Hopefully everybody got their trick-or-treating outfits. Halloween's coming. We're going to love that, right? We got trick-or-treat with the kids. Got an election coming out. They're saying there's a lot of disinformation. They're saying that Kamala Harris is going to go on Joe Rogan. Nah, not today. Not today. Not a chance in hell Kamala Harris would go on Joe Rogan. Rogan would eat her alive. I mean, she might go on Joe Rogan for 5 minutes. But like Joe Rogan, we know, is like, you know, he's 2-3 hours. He goes deep. He gets in, gets some conversation going. Very smart gentleman, knows his shit. So here we are. Here we are in election interference. They're trying to say Donald Trump has dementia. Bill Clinton the other day went into a McDonald's and they thought he was Joe Biden. You know the apartment building? Remember the apartment buildings in Aurora, Colorado, where like the gang leaders, like you've seen videos of these gang leaders taking over the apartment? ABC News said it's not the whole complex. It's just a couple apartments. You know, no big deal. Last time I checked, this was America, people. And we're out here. This is what we're doing here. We're trying to fight and save for America. And if you love America, hit that like and sub button. Hit that like and sub button. If you don't, I understand you're too busy. You probably just came across this. You're like, what in the hell is this guy talking about? Well, hey, I'm here to try to break down real news, not fake news, and maybe educate a couple people. You know what I'm saying? We get wild around here. Especially Friday nights. We love the Friday nights around here. It's just a free thinking, free show. Just go balls to the walls, they would say. Not Tim Walls, because Tim Walls can't load a shotgun. Did anybody see that video? They brought this white boy out to shoot, right? He's VP. He's going to be Kamala Harris's VP. And he's supposed to be the white guy that can hunt and work on cars and stuff like that, but he couldn't even load a shotgun. So, go figure. You know what I'm saying? Go figure. But they just lighten us up everywhere. They just think we're brain dead. Kamala's now pandering to the blacks. She went on Charlemagne the God's show, not the Breakfast Club. I don't think. I think it was just his like iHeartRadio show or something tonight. And Charlemagne's not going to hit hard because Andrew Schultz already gives him too much pushback because Schultz is a realist, you know, MAGA baby, Trump. And it's just crazy stuff going on. And I guess there was a third assassination attempt against Donald Trump, but that's not getting any news either. So, but that one they're saying might not be one. But I don't know. Where do we begin? I mean, we already covered a couple things we want to get into. It's election 2024. Make sure you get out and vote. Get out and vote. Register to vote. That's the only way we're going to get out this nonsense. That's the only way we're going to get out this nonsense. And it's life. Life comes fast. You know what I'm saying? You got your families. You got your job. You got your money in the bank. That's it. And the way the prices are going and everything else, you're like, wait a minute. Hold up. But I want to get in. Let me start with this J.D. Vance thing because I thought this was how you got to handle these dumb Democrats. They're rats. They're liars. And they're going to hold on to power as much as they can, any way they can. And it's going to get even tougher. Watch. Because they're already trying to interfere with the elections and stuff. I guess they're trying to pass some law in Georgia where, like, if you detect voter fraud, you still have to, codify the election. What kind of nonsense is that? What's codified? You know what I'm saying? Basically, they're saying you got to just legalize the election. Like, it's good. You know what I'm saying? It's like we don't have the election yet, but they're trying to say whatever the results are, you have to go with. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. That's like going into a restaurant, right? You sit down, you're going to spend your hard-earned money in a restaurant. And these days, depends on the restaurant. Say you want to go get a steak. You're going out to a steak. There's all the Texas Longhorn. There's Outback. There's Ruth Chris. There's, those are just your chains. You know what I'm saying? But you go into one of those, you sit down, you order the T-bone and all that, and they're like, the waiter comes up and says, hey, you have to pay for this meal regardless of what happens. She's like, what? So I ordered my steak medium rare, and then it comes out Bronto crisp. We're like, oh, you got to pay for it. Well, that's not what I ordered. So that's what they're trying to do with this election. They're trying to confuse us. They're trying to say if you ordered a grilled cheese and then all of a sudden you got a steak and cheese, you'd be like, okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. But what the hell, people? What the hell? Just get out and vote. Don't take my word. Don't take my word.
Look at this dumb motherfucker.
Take Bernie Mac, baby. Bernie Mac don't lie. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man. But let's play this. Let's play this. I thought this was just crazy. That this is what they're literally trying to do. Like, they tried to hide this in front of us. And then what's up with that whole Kamala Harris thing, right? Didn't Kamala Harris go on 60 Minutes, right? And I guess they edited out a whole answer? Because we saw the original answer and it wasn't that. Who's this old boomer? Boomer B. Boomer B in the building. Let's put this up on the screen. This is just wild. Let's just play this. Because this is about the Aurora, Colorado, I guess, gang people have taken over the apartment buildings in America. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? They're migrants. They're illegal aliens, illegal immigrants. They didn't come here like our grandparents or great-grandparents or great-parents did. They came over on a boat at Ellis Island. They saw the Statue of Liberty. They signed a book. They took a test. None of that. None of this walk over and say, hey, what's up? You got a job for me? Oh, I ain't got no job. You got to pay me money. And then all the people that are here are struggling with inflation. So this is how you handle Democrats.
The incidents were limited to a handful of apartment complexes, and the mayor said our dedicated police officers have acted on those concerns. A handful of problems.
Only, Martha, do you hear yourself? Only a handful of apartment complexes in America were taken over by Venezuelan gangs, and Donald Trump is the problem and not Kamala Harris's open border. Americans are so fed up with what's going on, and they have every right to be. And I really find this exchange, Martha, sort of interesting because you seem to be more focused with nitpicking everything that Donald Trump has said rather than acknowledging that apartment complexes in the United States of America are being taken over by violent gangs. I worry so much more about that problem than anything else here. We've got to get American communities in a safe space again. And unfortunately, when you let people in by the millions, most of whom are unvetted, most of whom you don't know who they really are, you're going to have problems like this. Kamala Harris, 94 executive orders that undid Donald Trump's successful border policies. We knew this stuff would happen. They bragged about opening the border, and now we have the consequences, and we're living with it. We can do so much better, but frankly, we're not going to do better, Martha, unless Donald Trump calls this stuff out. I'm glad that he did.
The incidents.
This lady right here, bro, she old haggard lady, just defending her job. They're like, hey, you got to go out there and you got to do whatever he says is a lie. You're going to come out here trying to say that the apartment buildings are being overrun by immigrant gangs. It's not all the whole apartment complex. You know what I'm saying? It's just like 7-8 units, bro. Get the fuck out of here. This is what I'm talking about. How is any of this allowed to just go on? You know what I'm saying? How is any of this just allowed to go on? But I guess this is America. You know, the American dream is different for everybody. It's different for everybody. And how about this? Imagine that this is you. You were president of the United States of America. You know, not so long ago. And the glories of like 98, you know what I'm saying? 96, Bill Clinton. Everybody knows Bill Clinton. But the young kids today, they're like, Bill Clinton, huh? Bill Clinton. I heard of Bill Clinton. Like they might know Barack Obama a little bit more, but you've definitely heard of Bill Clinton. You just couldn't put a name with a face. You know, he's just some old guy. He's not on Arsenio Hall playing the saxophone anymore, getting all rizzed up. You know what I'm saying? Here he is walking in. And I guess he's out here campaigning for Kamala. You know what I'm saying? Kamala got them all out here. She got Barack out here telling you that Black man, I don't know why y'all being sexist. You got to vote for this lady. Black men have woken up. I mean, everybody's woken up. I don't even want to call them black. You know what I'm saying? The brothers, whatever, they all knew. We know. Trailer park people know. Asians know. Italians know. Germans know. Irish know. Greeks know. Everybody knows. You know what I mean? They want to put us everybody in box, white or black, but we all come from somewhere. So enjoy this clip right here, because I wouldn't want to be Bill Clinton here. I just, I get a little riled up, but I thought this was funny as hell right here. This is like Bill Clinton. He's coming in. He got his USA Olympic jacket. He's in a McDonald's. Oh, they got the chicken Big Mac, the Kai Cenat chicken Big Mac. You know what I'm saying? I got to try that out. It's probably delicious, but I already did that. I used to work at McDonald's many, many moons ago, and we did that with the chicken. We did it with the fish fillet. We did it with the grilled chicken, chicken nuggets, quarter pounders. You can, I think, do the quarter pounder and all that, but I don't even do advertising for McDonald's because they don't pay nothing. But here's Bill Clinton. You know what I'm saying? We live, baby. We live.
Look at this dumb motherfucker.
Mr. Joe. She's like, you Mr. Joe? She thought that was Joe Biden. And then it's Bill Clinton, which you know the name, Bill Clinton, it registers. She's like, oh, we like Bill Clinton. It's the most awkward video ever. I'm surprised that got released. Let's watch this again. He walks in. Now they hug. There's no way. There's no way. Follow me on X, babe. Follow me on X. You see the screen. That's wild. How's Joe Biden? You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden. I mean, Bill Clinton. I'm even confusing it. Because it's just an old white dude, with gray hair, white hair and shit. All crepit moving up in there. Hey, I just got off the Lolita Express. I'm trying to fuel up. He's a sicko, bro. He's a sicko. But that's what the media does. But here's the whole thing. I guess the Nelk Boys is out here. Trump was on the Nelk Boys for the third time. The Nelk and Trump is a combo. They need to release more stuff, more merchandise. You know what I'm saying, boys? Release the merchandise. And let's get this going. I guess the Nelk Boys is doing it, baby. They're doing it. They got Trump on out there. Kyle's out here killing it. And hopefully Steve will do it. I don't know. If I just said Steve will do it on YouTube, will this video knock in any air? Who knows? But the Nelk Boys is doing it. They're keeping their ears to the street, Trump is, and he's banging them again. And this is him asking about if he's going to be on Joe Rogan.
You're doing a lot of podcasts recently. One that I would love to see you on is, I think Joe Rogan has to have you on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do that?
Oh, sure I would.
I think Joe, besides us, Joe's
I think I'm doing it, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you are going to do Joe Rogan?
Yeah, I am.
Joe Rogan's the best in the game for sure. And I think,
Did Joe become so well known because of the UFC? And he does a great job with that, right? What was it that made Joe the best?
During COVID, he was very outspoken on all the corruption going on during COVID. And I think that's personally when I started watching him a lot too. And he's an honest guy too, right?
He is.
So I think...
Good guy.
And I think you guys together would just
And he's got a good voice. That's important.
Yeah. You're doing a lot of podcasts recently. One that I would love to see.
I like it. I love how Kyle brought up COVID too, because Trump knows he got mistreated on COVID, but he's got to toe, like he's towing the company line. It's like the one thing that I don't understand with Trump. You know what I'm saying? But he's got to toe the line. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's the wall, because we all see what's going on in the Middle East. It's total mayhem. I guess for some reason we don't like Iran now, but none of it makes no sense. But we do know you got to protect yourselves at all times, because it's a jungle out there. We know. Hit that like and sub up. Promo. Let's do something, people, baby. Let's wake up. It's time to die. Get out and vote. But there it is. You know what I'm saying? So will Trump do Rogan? I don't know. I think he might, Because there's a 100% more chance that Trump would do Rogan over Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris will not do Rogan. She's doing dumb shit. Like, she's got to send the questions over. And then she's got a big interview coming up with Brett Baer from Fox. He was very tough on Trump, I remember, but everybody hates Trump. He's not going to be tough on Kamala. It's going to be softballs. And that's what's going to show you how Fox News is just fake news. Because they were coming hard, too. You know, they've been supporting Trump and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, they paid out Dominion. It's like one big club. It's like, all right, Fox, you're going to take this hit. You're going to pay Dominion voting machines, even though there's not going to really be a trial and an investigation. But we're going to put out the news story that Fox News is getting sued by Dominion. And then we're going to say, like, you owe us like $725 million, bro. So this is how fake it gets. I mean, you got to really put your ear to the street and understand the fakeness that they just put in front of your face. And you're just like, whatever, say whatever, you know what I'm saying? We're going to shoot a rocket to Mars, bro. Shoot a rocket to Mars. But here we are. But here's the one thing that they don't want to talk about, but we're going to bring it up here because we're real news here at the Rock and Roll Rebel Show, baby. We're real news. We're going to put you up on it. But right here, remember, the FBI caught some guy that was going to do terrorism on Election Day, November 5th, and we're all going to go out and vote for Donald Trump. This guy, one guy, grainy photos, like a newspaper clip from 1989 photos of him. But the FBI arrested this guy, and then all of a sudden this guy has connections to the CIA because they hired him as a bodyguard. He came over in Afghanistan. Remember that big debacle when the Iranians tried to get on that big jet? They're like, oh, let's all get on the jet and fly. That's how low their IQs are. It's like, I'm not getting on that jet. You'd be like, what? The jet's taking off? If I'm in the jet, I'll go. Am I on the outside of the jet hanging on a wing? Fuck that, bro. Fuck that. But here we go. Here's Kennedy. He's the last Kennedy that I really like. I like RFK too. Hopefully he's going to make America healthy again. But here we are on, I guess the ISIS attacked on Donald Trump or Election Day. But they're not talking about this, and it's real quiet. We talked about it last Friday. Go watch the episode.
Dead.
Well, I mean, they caught him. My worry is that they won't catch the next one. You don't have to be Einstein's cousin, Sandra, to figure this out.
That's the humor we run here at the Rock and Roll Rebel.
Tens of thousands of members of these terrorist groups, ISIS, Hezbollah, Hamas, Al-Qaeda, many of them throughout the world. They hate Americans. They want to kill us and drink our blood out of a boot. They hate the Jewish people. They want to kill us. Their religion teaches them to kill us. And you have a Biden-Harris administration that has allowed anywhere from 10 to 12 million folks to come into our country illegally. That's like 5 Nebraskas. And the Biden administration and the Harris administration don't have the slightest idea who they are, where they are. They haven't vetted them. Now, that's a recipe for disaster. And I worry that more of this is going to happen. And, I mean, that's one of the reasons that President Biden's he's polling up there right up there with punching kittens. But that doesn't give me any comfort, the politics of this. What I worry about is more terrorist acts like the one that the Justice Department just caught. I hope they catch the next one, but the odds are against them.
That's very true because they're busy trying to make sure Virginia can't clear up voter rolls or Alabama clear up voter rolls. You know what I'm saying? But that's the wild stuff. So the FBI catches this terrorist guy. And we're just like, oh, no big deal. Like, what is this guy going to do? I've seen one guy, Oklahoma City bombing was one guy, supposedly. There's a lot of stuff that one person can do, but got to protect ourselves, baby. We got to protect ourselves. We got to get out and vote. Get out and fucking vote, baby. It's a jungle out there, baby. It's a jungle out there. It's peace and love. Remember, God loves you. I'll be back on, baby. We're only 29 days from the election, baby. We're going to be nonstop. We're going to be live for the whole election night coming up. Let's start promoting. November 5th, we're going to be live from 9 o'clock until they call the election, baby. You heard it here first. It's peace and love. Always remember, while I'm here, hit the like button. We family. Leave a comment. I will reply. God loves you, and I'm out of here, baby. Peace and love.